Y'all remember RadioShack? There you go right there for the people that don't remember. Man, if you grew up in the 90s or the early 2000s, you probably walked into a RadioShack at least once, right? Small store, that's what it was, a small store. I know I could say store, but hey, I ain't here for all that. Maybe your TV remote stopped working. Maybe your RC car needed batteries, or maybe your TV remote needed batteries. You know, we used to lose them all the time. Or maybe your pops, or your cousin, or your friend walked in there looking for a cable that other places probably just didn't have. But somehow, RadioShack always had it. RadioShack had your back. At one point, RadioShack had over 7,000 stores, bro. 7,000 around the world. And was one of the biggest electronic retailers known to man. So how does a company that seems to have everything end up filing for bankruptcy, bro? Today, we're gonna talk about what happened to RadioShack. Believe it or not, and I couldn't believe this until I did my research, RadioShack is much older than you think, bro. The company started all the way back in 1921, back in Boston, Massachusetts, bro. They wasn't selling no cell phones, they couldn't. They wasn't selling video games or TV remotes, wasn't invented yet. They sold equipment for people interested in radios, hence the name RadioShack. Remember though, this was decades before the TV was even common. Radio was one of the biggest forms of entertainment and communication. Yeah, no phone. But as technology changed, RadioShack changed with it. Like what a lot of failing businesses don't do. Instead of staying focused on radios, they expanded into consumer electronics. And looking back, that was a smart move. By the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, RadioShack was everywhere, bro. You saw it everywhere. Strip malls, in malls, probably next to your neighborhood liquor store. RadioShack was there. If your family needed anything electronic, it was one of the first places that people would check. Batteries, walkie-talkies, RC cars, speakers, phone cords, computer parts, soldering kits, TV antennas, headphones, calculators, and even electronic science kits, bro. They had it. They was the plug. You know how that little dude in your neighborhood think he the plug? Nah, you wasn't RadioShack of your neighborhood, cuz. RadioShack just had random stuff, bro, everywhere. Half the time you walk in for one thing and left with three things you didn't even know you needed, man. It became the place that hobbyists, tinkerers, and everyday families could shop under one roof. For electronics at least. Then came the 1990s and the early 2000s, the golden era. And it was golden era for a lot of businesses too. Cell phones are becoming more common and RadioShack adapted again. Unlike other businesses, good job. But they wasn't selling just electronics no more. They were selling wireless plans, bro, cell phone plans. Phones from companies like Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint. Gotta make a video on Sprint, don't we? And for a while, that really worked well. Millions of people were buying their first cell phone. And RadioShack looked like it successfully reinvented itself again. And at its peak, RadioShack had over 7,000 stores, brother, worldwide, including thousands in the US. And like I said, you know, because you saw them. It looked like it was no stopping them. It's like you versus me in the fourth quarter. But here's where everything changed. The electronic industry changed fast, like rapidly, bro. Instead of buying cables from RadioShack, people started ordering them online. Amazon. Boy, you took a lot of people out of business. I can't wait to talk about how many businesses you took out. Instead of buying batteries from them, people started to go to Walmart, Target, Costco, and again, Amazon. Then Apple stores opened. Best Buy kept growing. Online shopping exploded. Ask my mama, bro. Just go look at her Amazon receipts, bro. She buys something every day. And smartphones became easier to buy directly from carriers. And suddenly, RadioShack wasn't the only place to get electronics no more. They was competing with everybody, everywhere. Even the corner store, bro. Even corner store had charges and stuff. But competition wasn't the only problem though. Everybody got competition in business. Remember those 7,000 stores they had? Many of them was located close to each other. That's a no-no. That meant high rent, payroll, and operating costs. The company also struggled with identity. You see the type of videos I make? I'm being authentic, I'm being myself. I don't struggle with that. RadioShack did, bro. Was it a cell phone store, an electronics store, a hobby store, a battery store? Customers weren't always sure. And sales slowed down, costs stayed high. Telling you, that's how you run a business underwater faster than anything. It's a dangerous combination for a business. And in 2015, RadioShack did it. He did his big one, filed for bankruptcy. Hundreds of stores closed, bro. Then thousands. Many of the locations were sold or turned to Sprint stores. And, what? I mean, Sprint can't say shit. And a few years later, the company filed for bankruptcy again, 2 times, man, back to back. Like Drake said, man, they did that shit back to back. Drake made that disc just for you, RadioShack. It was shocking though. It was shocking to the business world. One day everything seemed to be everywhere, then the next, they was gone. Where they at? Playing hide and seek. Is RadioShack still around though? Believe it or not, yes. Yes, RadioShack still exists as a brand. A small number of independently owned stores continue to operate in some places, and the brand has changed ownership over the years, but it's nothing like the giant electronics chain it once was, bro. And today, most people buy electronics online anyway, or from stores like Best Buy, and they not doing too good, I heard. Might be making a video about them soon. They don't even think about RadioShack no more. RadioShack didn't fail because people stopped buying electronics. Obviously not. If anything, people buying more electronics than at any point in history, it looked like. The problem was the people who shop changed. Online shopping became easier. Big box retailers became cheaper. And technology evolved faster than RadioShack could. It did good though from 1921. You evolved from radios to cell phones. So don't be ashamed. It's really crazy to think about. There was a time where RadioShack was the place to go if you needed just a tiny cable or just anything, just random shit you need. But now, it's kids that don't even know what it is. It's your boy Maine, and I'm here to let you know what happened.